now he's moving up on Mike Mosley, who started in the middle of the first row and is about to be lapped, it looks like, by the race leader.
Yeah, Mosley was a very strong pre-race favorite. He run very fast. Every day the track was open, all through practice and qualifying. He almost had the pole position had it not been for the incredible run by Bobby. And somehow, on the day here, his speed has left him. I don't know why.
It's his 15th 500. He's never won it. He's had an awful lot of hard luck. That means Sneaver to come in on the next lap. They put I in.
Wow!
Oh, it's Mosley! Mosley into the wall!
Wow!
Oh, goodness. It's happened again to Mike Mosley. Sneaver got by with no problem from any of the other cars.
He's
the yellow
okay.
flag out immediately, of course, and Mike moving, yes.
Yeah, he looks okay. Oh, this continues the most awful litany of failure here.
If you look down the years, there's Sneaver, the leader. Look down the years of Mike Mosley's record. Here's the sort of things you see. Broken piston, cracked block, wrecked again. He's okay there. Connecting rod bolt, blown engine failure, halftime gear, gearbox, oil leak, engine. The last time he was in the race in '81, and now another crash. Tom Sneaver under the yellow, coming into the pit.
Okay, and here's the way a little racing luck works for it. I mean, first, Sneaver does not hit Mosley, okay? That's step one, because he brings out the yellow, and Sneaver comes charging in for that much-needed fuel. There's Unser in the foreground, pulling out smartly.
Yep, Al Unser out of the pits. And he's taken the lead. He has taken the lead. A little slower stop for Tom Sneaver. Looks like they had to put more fuel in.
Yeah.
A little bit earlier, Unser had come in under a yellow and Sneaver didn't, if I remember correctly. So he didn't need as much fuel this time.
Yeah, I'd forgotten.
Al Unser once again leading it Indy. Here's another look at Mike Mosley's crash.
Look at the violence of this crash. I mean, the speed with which these cars are capable, of course.
And watch Sneaver behind him.
Yeah, and notice that Sneaver can hardly see in that smoke.
And through the smoke came the race leader. Boy, that was closer than it looked at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Sneaver, again, the ground effect. Look at his ability to swerve around that car.
My goodness.
Poor Mosley.
Well, at least he walked away from it, as just about everybody has today. With all the incidents that we have had, no serious injuries to this point in this year's race.
Mosley is such a nice man, so calm and unassuming. You know, he didn't even have a pass here for his father. I think Jackie worked that out for him.
Talk about disappointed people. Bill Fleming's with Gordon Johncock right now.
A year ago today, Gordo, it was a much happier moment for you. What happened today?
Well, we just weren't able to get things together today. You know, we've had a bad month all month long, and haven't been able to get the cars to work. And I had more in my hands full for the first 80 laps or 100, but then we started getting working a little better. But we lost first gear and second gear, and had to go out of here in third gear, and just had our problems. Just couldn't get things together today.
Well, maybe that third win will come next year.
Well, we hope so. We're going to keep working at it. We're never going to give up.
Never going to give up. A familiar line from any race driver, right? Go back to the drawing boards, literally. Back to the garage. Yeah, month of May has really been something for those of us who work at ABC Sports. Over the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness Stakes, and now, of course, the Indianapolis 500. But June is really shaping up as something very special also. For example, next Saturday afternoon on ABC's Wide World of Sports, we're going to have the whole fight, the entire bout between Larry Holmes and Tim Witherspoon for the heavyweight championship of the world on ABC's Wide World of Sports. The whole thing all the way through from start to finish. A week from tomorrow night, the beginning of ABC's Monday Night Baseball, a real pairing. The two teams who fought it out for the American League Championship last fall, California against Milwaukee. And then later in the month, the United States Open Golf Championship from the famous Oakmont course outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. In fact, 3 weeks from today, we'll be covering the final round, all 18 holes from start to finish. It's going to be quite a month. Right now, however, let's get back to the racetrack. Because the race goes on, it certainly does. Look at the crowd, the immense multitude still here, 400,000 strong, as Tom Sneaver leads the race. Now, the green flag being waved by Dwayne Sweeney. Now we've got
Try to sort this out.
Al Unser leading Al Unser the leader now. Only 25 laps left to go in the race.
Okay, but now there you see Al Unser, but he is following, Jimmy's following his son, Little Al. Little Al Unser is leading in this picture. He's many laps behind, but that is a look at the Eagle car of Al Jr.
Okay, Al Unser, Little Al, as you say. As a matter of fact, when they came off the yellow and the green came out, it looked like he might have jumped the gun and passed a couple of cars before the green came out, but he's ahead of his daddy right now on the racetrack, actually in 10th place, 5 laps down. Okay, here they were.
Yeah, okay. Well, now the pace car is there's where Little Al is. Well, I didn't catch it at all at the time. I was looking at the leaders. The pace car has pulled off. There he goes past first 1 and 2. That's Sneva first.
And now his dad.
And now his father. I don't know. That's quite a good move in the Bobby Unser tradition.
Interesting move. Let's meet this young man, Al Unser Jr. Al Unser Jr. started racing go-karts when he was 9 years old. But at that time, the image of his father as a famous race driver was not a sharp one. Dad went away on weekends, then came back, but it was no big deal. Al Jr.'s realization of what a dangerous and difficult thing race driving is came later on. But the talent was there from the start. It must be in the genes. By the age of 16, young Al was racing sprint cars around the Southwest. Small track Saturday night stuff, but real race driving now, tough enough to make Daddy nervous and to give the son a leg up on a career.
You did a hell of a job, kid.
Thank you, Daddy.
Next came Super V racing. Now young Al was one step from the big time. Super V is where aspiring Indy drivers acquire their credentials. In these open-wheel cars, he won 4 of 9 races in the series and won the season-long point championship. He was 19 years old. Last year, he moved up to the Can-Am series of the Sports Car Club of America. His first ride was in a car his father had driven. Now he was flying 180 miles an hour on the straightaways. He became the youngest ever to win a Can-Am race at age 20 and won the season-long championship. He was ready for Indy. We visited him at his home in Albuquerque.
If my name wasn't Unser, I don't think that I would be where I am today. My name got me into the door. It opened that first door for me, and then I've been able to keep it going. If my name wasn't Unser, then I would still be a starving race car driver, I think. The last 2 years have really been super in my life. I had gotten married to my wife, Shelley, and then in October, I had my first son. My father has told me, you know, you shouldn't do this at your age, and I just figure I might not get a chance to.
The fragility of life came home to him when his 20-year-old sister was killed last summer in a dune buggy crash. We wondered if that changed his viewpoint on things.
I think because of Debbie's death, made me think about Shelley a little bit more, and about all of my family and my closest friends, that it can happen to me.
Al Unser Jr. wants very much to raise the next generation of Unsers, but he also wants to drive race cars and to win at Indy, and he knows what that involves.